GMODISM.
Well, hello, this is your host Eric, and we are back with a Gimle tournament. This is the losers bracket, as you all know, and today we're gonna decide if the Drakenslang Hydrofoil War Canoe or the Pizza Summoners Cataclysm will continue in this little tournament. Now, I will say that the Cataclysm losing against the 1 kilometer Wanderer, if you didn't see that battle, that was a crazy thing to look at, you need to see that. The Cataclysm has a very interesting type of setup. You can see that we have firepower 2200, which is pretty high, all APS, and it's specifically spamming HESH and heat shells, a mix of both HESH and heat shells. The Drakenslang, you know, Borderwise built this thing, and it is not, unfortunately, the updated new Drakenslang. This is specifically the Drakenslang 1.5. Oh, sorry. Which entered a little tournament because it defeated the Gimle Mark 1 in our tests. And the Drakenslang, this 1.5 version is the Mark 2 actually lost against the Gimle in my battles, so the 1.5 won why it is in the tournament. The Mark 3, well, submission already closed when the Mark 3 came out, so that's not considered. Anyways, it has a firepower that's lower of 1400 with APS and cram. The new Drakenslang only uses APS, but this version 1.5 uses crams as well. And it's very good. It's very fast, pretty evasive, and yeah, does a great job. So yeah, let's the battle start, basically. Both are pretty quick ships. Drakenslang has a little pulse laser here, and here we can see the incoming shells. These guys are really notorious for taking out turrets and stuff like that. But the Drakenslang has pretty decent armor, if I recall correctly. Oh, they aimed pretty off. Looks like the Drakenslang is in the lead. And the Drakenslang uses a mix of different shells and in APS. All right. Let's check the speed here a little bit. Top speed 42 meters per second. The Cataclysm is going at. And the Draki is very fast. 92 meters per second. It's very fast. But it's not evasive enough to dodge most of these bullets. I wonder if we're gonna see the crams firing soon. I haven't really noticed them really during this battle, but the Cataclysm has munition defenses on its broadside, which is pretty effective at taking out like cram shells that don't come too often. So we're probably gonna see a swarm of them incoming here. And we didn't. It missed anyways. Oh, the cram shells missed. The Drakenslang's APS cannons are pretty strong though. They, as you can see, they are shooting a little bit underneath here, which is an interesting tactic the Gimle Mark 1 kind of used too. Oh, are we getting some hits with crans here? And this is the losers brackets. Both the Cataclysm and the Drakenslang has lost one battle each, which means that in a double elimination tournament, if any of them gets killed, or one of them will be killed, in this best of 3, it will no longer participate in the tournament. Oh! The Drakenslang shot off one main gun of the Cataclysm. Let's see how our little heat and hash swarm is doing here. Bam. Reliably hitting the Draki here. I'm wondering if they're coming in. Like, the Draki is pretty good armor, pretty well armored. A lot of wood in there, so pretty cost-effective armor. Draki retains the lead. Yeah. Borderwise should test the Drakenslang 1.5 versus the Drakenslang Mark III, if he hasn't done so already, because that would be really interesting to see. Like, the 1.5 is pretty strong. Now, that might just be random chance and personal bias, but I'm not sure the Mark II was better than the 1.5. I kinda lean against the 1.5 being better than the Mark II. But I don't know how it compares to the Mark III. That would be interesting to see. But then you'll have to check it out if Borderwise does that on Borderwise's channel. Maybe he will do that battle sometime. It would be fun. Pizza Summoners, Cataclysm, she is at 80%, and the Drakenslang Hydrophil War Canoe is at 89%. So, the Draki has a 10% lead, which often tells us the trajectory of the battle. We'll see though. The cramshells are hitting pretty well. Whoa, look at that. We got another main turret here. Of 6 turrets, 2 are completely removed. This may very well be the end of the Cataclysm. Wow. Oh! The broadside's flak guns intercepted one of the cramshells. We haven't seen that very often. I don't know what kind of controls that behavior, because sometimes the Sieve's flak on the Cataclysm is very effective, and sometimes they're just seems to be offline. But maybe they are just so surface level and undefended that they are lost easily during battle. Gimle class has the same problem. We shall investigate how the Draki is doing. Look at that, we are digging through to the heavy armor sides here. Oh my, interior is being exposed. And these coals are on fire. They are actually flammable. The coal material storage is pretty flammable, which is makes sense. That's actually realistic, so I'll support that. I support that game dev decision. Like, these Hesh and Hollow Point are notorious for killing turrets, but Borderwise has became really good at armoring turrets. Like, I've seen this like build style develop the couple of years. We've both been doing FTD content, and like I guess the Draki 3. Mark III is even better, but the 1.5, like, these turrets, they can take a punch. They can take a big punch. And see this. Look at that detection. So much blocks protecting them. It's very nice. Very heavy turret head. And it works very well. You can see how resilient they are. They are probably much more resilient than the Gimle classes. Ram cannons. Evidently. Whoops. All right. The Cataclysm is at 64%. And more cram shots are coming in here too. So we basically have a 20% lead of the Drakenslang 1.5. It's best of 3 though, so we will very soon see how much it was luck and how much it was superior battleship. Oh my! Looks like the Cataclysm has stopped functioning. 61%. It's not firing anything. Oh. Ain't dead yet, but very soon to be very dead, I believe. Bam. And there we go. I think that this will be... Oh. Did the AI go offline? No. I think it was just the aiming angle that went offline. 83% versus 57. Well, we're gonna be pretty sure it's gonna win this battle. Well, in any case, I will say big thanks to the folks that are supporting the channel monthly. As of recording this, we have Chancellor Super Dave at the government of GMODISM, and we have our commissioned officers. Most notably, we have Admiral Dragon X62 Commodore, the all-round gamer commanders, Ali Benvilke, Cameroon Dixon, Sven van der Velde, and our lieutenants, Andor Kraby, Daniel Saikin, Owen Parbagreed, Vincent Veritas, Volkite, Reaper, Scooby Rocks. And also, big thanks to all of our cadets and those in the Ecclesiarch of GMODISM supporting us at YouTube memberships. You could see this video before the other people. That is super. Well, in any case, that concludes the first battle. This is best of 3, however, so we will spawn in the teams once again for the third and then... No, the second then the third battle, because I can't count, apparently. Round 2. Here we go. It's best of 3. We're gonna have all 3 battles, but it's gonna be best of 3. Pizza Summoner has a very beautiful ship design here with these lines. I remember I really liked this version of the Slabman. That looked like a big Nerf gun. That was a cool ship. Alright. The Hesh Heat Barrage. Scarily firing. We got a full air gap here. We have so much alloy in our armor. Borderwise uses a mix of shells here. If you don't remember, we have a disruptor conduit with some boosted health. We have a armor piercing high explosive, armor piercing frag fanatics, and that's that. Is this? Whoa! Now I locked onto the wrong thing there. This is armor piercing. This is armor piercing, and here we have sabot frag. I was thinking that looked like sabot frag, but that's just shouldn't be the best shell, but I shouldn't say so much because the Vigoletta Marksman uses kind of the same setup, and that's been working fine. There are better shells, but when I tested it, it was, I don't know, maybe the frag has been nerfed since that's so many years old. I'll need to retest a lot of things, a lot of conclusions one has made can change when a game updates and stuff like that. Or maybe you just missed to test the most optimal setup because you didn't know it yet. That happens too. Cataclysm is trying to increase the distance here, it feels like. What's up with this turret here in the back? It just feels like it tends to get stuck from time to time. 95 versus 96. Oh. And our flag barrage tried to shoot at the passing cramshell that is already passed away. Well, feels a bit wasteful, but what can we do? Pizza Summer's Cataclysm, she's down to 93%. Just where's the Draki? By border-wise is at 94. It's much more even, this battle. It's not clear that we'll have the same results as last time. It indeed looks like we may have different results. Now the Draki did secure a bit of a lead. But I do know also, if Cataclysm aims at like the right spot, we have the possibility to make a clean AI kill. That's one of the Draki's weaknesses. All right. '88 versus 91. Draki still in the lead. These are fast, man. Wow. We are really digging through here. This is a cluster of things. And these are like always trying to fire underwater. It's a cool tactic. Gimle Mark I won so many battles by that tactic. So it was really smart when the Draki basically was in Hydrofall that had no blocks underwater, and that was like a very nice counter. Fast. 86 for the Cataclysm and 88 for the Draki. So the Cataclysm is slowly but surely turning the tide here. Perhaps the Cataclysm, right now I'm thinking the Cataclysm is gonna win this battle. But it's best of 3. So maybe it will be up to the third battle, which will be the winner. Oh yeah, there you could see the Hesh Heat take out some turret parts. Oh bam, oh bam. Ooh, a cluster of blocks is being shredded. The hard crust of the Draki is really being tested. It's so digging into it here. The Cataclysm, she's in the lead. The Draki is now a few percentages behind. 1%. 2%. The Draki, she's not dealing so much damage anymore. The Draki has to rely on some really lucky shots here with these cram shells to be able to win this. But I think the second round is gonna go to the Cataclysm. That is slowly but surely looking like the results, but we will see how this develops. More cramshells coming in. They missed. We got a nasty hit there. No key blocks. No key blocks. But the Cataclysm is like really moving away here. If you're gonna continue to move away, Catty, you're gonna get some penalty points. Oh, wow. Drake is at 78. And the Cataclysm is at 82. This battle has really slowed down a little bit here, but the Drake is just not firing very often anymore. I think these guns are just so damaged. They are unable to deal too much damage, but oh wow. Is the frontal AI taken out? What's up with this? Or is it just... Why is it... It's turning very slowly, is it not? I think perhaps it has some maneuverability problems. Probably because it doesn't have much engine power or propellers left. Are we like powering this thing with like one steam propeller? What is this? It's looking like a... Are the Draki gonna turn this around again last time? Very interesting. What's it gonna be? Well, I can't really say who's gonna be the winner of this, really. It's very even. The Draki and the Cataclysm is quite evenly matched. Very, very interesting. Well, I do wish they were not so far away from each other, because like this distance is a little bit too much. Cataclysm in the lead with 78%, and the Drakenslang is at 75. But the Cataclysm is not looking happy. It's just not very optimal firing angles. It's just the Cataclysm is turning so slow, but it's trying to get to the target. But it's just can't, because the Drake is pretty quick and it's just outmaneuvering. Huh. How is the Drake doing this time then? Well, we're closing in on 10 minutes here, and yeah, it's been going on like this. Cataclysm is at 75% and the Drake is at 74. So very even. Very evenly this round. Well, 15 minutes is the limit, so let's see if anyone of them can win during the this time frame. Oh, such a long day. Such a long distance battle, this. Man, this is basically a draw. But if we go to 15 minutes, we'll have to choose the one that has the best materials score. And it feels I've been watching this monotone, low damage slugfest for so long. I'm not 100% sure anymore who won the first round. I'm pretty sure it was Drakenslang. But forgive me if I like forgot all my memories during this monotone meditation session that you did not see. It's been like this. It's like nothing is happening. And 12 minutes, no, this goes much slower. Okay, not that much. It's like almost 70-80% speed of the games. Well, so another quote-unquote a minute has passed, and the Cataclysm is down to 66, whereas Draki is 73. Looks like the Draki is indeed winning this, which means elimination for the Cataclysm. I must say I did not expect these results, because the Drakenslang was, you know, quite evenly matched with the Gimle. It was never a total domination session, even though it clearly won over the Mark 1, and I don't know if I don't know if Drakenslang 1.5 would win over the Gimle Mark 3. I have not tested that battle. Should probably do, or maybe Borderwise will do that. Would be fun to see, but yeah. The Cataclysm, however, was totally dominating the Gimle Mark 1, but the Drakenslang was winning, but not by that type of domination, you know? So I was thinking the Cataclysm would probably win over the Draki. But there goes, you know, different battle strategies. Some battle strategies are just countering some ships, and other, you know, strategies just don't work against another ship like that. It's very different. So the Cataclysm is a hard counter against the Gimle class, but not against the Draki. Very cool to see. Big congratulations to Borderwise. That means that Borderwise will stay in the losers bracket, battling more battles. And the Cataclysm will unfortunately be eliminated. Beautiful ship, and big thanks for the submission to Pizza Summoner, but we'll see no more of that, except for one last little battle, because we want to do 3 battles and see if the Cataclysm could have won. Round 3, here we go. That's off. Second burst should be on target. Maybe. Almost. Lambs are basically not doing much to be able to take that out. Ooh, nasty hit. Is that some important blocks? Probably not. Burst of shots. Look at that. We're aiming dead center here, where the juicy bits are. And the Draki is pounding the side of the Cataclysm here. The shield disruptors are causing some neat little EMP damage. Looks like we did kill some incoming cram shells there with the flak. And we are already entering long distance combat. I love how the Cataclysm just keeps them coming like this. These teal colored Hesh heat mix. Real turret killers. At least versus the Gimle. Major damage was taken. At what side? Cataclysm is in the lead. Draki is closing in. No, we're just maneuvering to not get hit, maybe. Evasion. I should have put some evasion in the Gimle Mark III. It just bobs up and down a little bit, but you know. That's some evasion. What's up with this turret, man? It's like it fails to turn well on one of the sides. Oh well. Majestic. The Draki is at 92% and the Cataclysm is at 93. Ooh, that's some misses. Nobody lost the main turret yet. It is a pretty even match, this. This is a pretty even match. Both at 91%. And there we go. By the way, before we talked a little bit about if the third battle is really good to include or not, because it will increase the length of the video and stuff like that. What do you think about that? Now, this might be a little bit biased, since maybe the ones who don't like it already stopped watching the videos, but for those of you who are still watching the video, do you think we should have the third battle recorded in the video, or do you think it's just unnecessary? Please tell me that in the comments. Ram shells. Ooh. We have one turret. That's a bit sad. Hesh heat mix just keeps coming. Cataclysm down to 87. Draki is still at 89. Whoops, I want to see those cram. Oh, bam, that was a nasty hit. That turret is almost killed. Oh, man. Look at... Yeah. They are not getting enough acceleration to get the... Yeah. Either the shell design itself is damaged, but I think it's most likely that they were mostly railgun dependent, and now one of them lost the rails. And what do we see here? Will they take out, like, Borderwise's turrets? Such resilient ones. But I wonder if the AI... I'm seeing AI parts. No, that's laser parts. Okay. And the little art section is fantastic here. Nice. Nice addition. An art museum. They're like landing well. Look at that. We got some barrels. And here we go. Ah, no. Seems like the Cataclysm is starting to get some accuracy issues, maybe, or maybe it's just the shell velocity is too low and the Draki is just being evasive like that. Draki seems to have no major issues at accuracy, even though hitting crams from this distance is hard to consistently do. That was a pretty good hit, I think. Drak is just 1% in the lead. Not even that anymore. We had less luck with critting crams this round. That's just uni damage, man. Another little round of crams coming in. Oh, we got a nice hit there. One of them did a nice hit. We're kind of having the same slugfesty as last time. We kind of have that. You know, we don't need these results to record the score. I think I know about how this battle will go. They will slowly grind each other until one of them dies. Most likely it's gonna be Cataclysm as last time, but we don't really know that. These crams hitting nice hits eventually and stuff like that, but now I am almost contradicting myself a little bit, because I don't think we're gonna stay for this full battle, because we already have our results. We can say that the last battle is a draw, since the Cataclysm is in the lead, but the Drakenslang, per previous record, is more likely to win. But yeah, they are a pretty even match. I will say big thanks to Pizza Summoner for submitting the Cataclysm, and also big thanks for Borderwise who built the Drakenslang 1.5. It's actually on the workshop too. So yeah, maybe we see that 1.5 versus the Mark III battle sometime. This little battle will have to continue in the either. We will end this video, and I will say big thanks to everyone who watched this, and tune in next week for the next battle in this little tournament series, the Grand Battleship Tournament. This is your host Eric, and if you want to support the channel, you can find the links to the government, to the police hierarchy, and to the commissioned officers in the description. This is your host, signing out. See you